back-to-back dunks, and I think that might have just got things going momentum-wise, or back going for you guys momentum-wise.
Oh yeah, plays like that always change the game, especially when you get that momentum off of those plays. I'm just glad that I was able to contribute positively and we were able to get the win, though.
You got the start tonight, and usually when a point guard goes down, point guard fills in. But what was Coach kind of telling you? He spoke briefly about guarding Colin Sexton and trying to apply pressure that way.
Just telling me that Colin Sexton had been playing at a super high level and that he wanted me to kind of come in and slow him down, use my length, and kind of try to limit his aggression. So that's what I did tonight. Tried my best, but Colin's a great player, and you can't stop guys all the time completely. But I'm glad we were able to do a good job on him and good job on the rest of their team as well.
Michael talked about wanting you to be a matchup guy who can, put you on the score, going down the rest of the season. How do you feel? What's your level of confidence just in yourself as a defender that you can be that guy for this team in the playoffs?
Super confident. I mean, I think just as about as confident as any guys in the league right now. I think that I have the ability on a night-to-night basis to slow a lot of guys down and cut their water off, and I'm just trying to get better at doing that as consistently as possible.
After you had the chase down block, got the foul call, but got it looked like Malone ran to half court to tell you something. What did he say, and what did he give you anything about that play, even though it was a foul?
Yeah, he just told me that he loved that I didn't give up on the play. Things like that are going to happen. We're going to turn the ball over, and it's just the resilience to those turnovers. So he just came to half court and embraced me for a little bit and just told me that he loved to play regardless of if it was a foul or not.
What's the resilience? What kind of resilience does it take to, be in the rotation, be out of rotation, but to get to this point where you're consistently in the rotation and your coach is showing confidence in you to a point where you should be in a playoff rotation consistently?
It's a lot. It was a lot of hard work that went into it, and it's obviously some mental challenges that go along with that too, just the ups and downs and the ebbs and flows of season. But just to work my way to where I am now, it's a long way from where we started, and I got nothing but confidence in myself, especially come playoff time. I'm a gamer, I'm a riser, and when it's time to go, I'm ready.
Nikola once again threw in a shot from over half court. We've talked to you guys about this before, but the touch that he has on his shot, have you ever seen anything like it before?
Nah, he's one of a kind. He's one of one. What he does out there can't be duplicated. I've obviously never played with a player of that skill level, and a lot of guys will never. So it's something that, on a night-to-night basis, it's a spectacle to watch. But sometimes I just got to pinch myself and remind myself that I'm out there playing too, because sometimes you just get caught up watching that guy. He's so great. So just to see him do that time and time again, it's almost like we don't even react anymore. There is no running to half court, jumping on his back and celebrating like, we won the finals. It's just, I guess those are makeable shots for him.
You had both tonight, but what do you like better, a highlight dunk or a highlight block?
I'll definitely say a block, just because, it keeps points off the board, and a lot of times I'm able to keep the blocks in play, and that's good run-outs for us. That's easy transition buckets, especially with us being the number one transition team in the league. I think just keeping as many points off the board as possible is what we need. We're a team that we don't have problems scoring. It's all about keeping guys from coming in and scoring on us. So I definitely say a block.
So when you close your eyes tonight and think about tonight, you're gonna think about the block, not the windmill dunk.
No, I'm gonna think about both. I'm gonna think about both. I'm gonna watch both of them a few times for sure.
Do you feel like your knowledge of where to be just in the spacing in the offense is increased?
Yeah, 1,000%. 1,000%. One thing that I've learned, especially with our guys, is just to watch their eyes. There's a lot of subtle hints that Jamal and Nikola give that kind of set off an alarm in my head, like, oh, you should be here, or you should cut now, or you should space out. And, just playing with them, it makes everything so easy. But, it's something that takes a while to get used to. But, with Nikola drawing doubles every single night, there's always a mismatch and there's always an advantage somewhere. So you just got to find that as best as possible. Like the other night, I had a cut versus the Bucks, and I didn't get the ball on the cut, but it freed up a wide open three for Michael. And I think that that's a big play regardless. If I can get somebody an open shot and get a cut assist, that means a lot too. So just doing what I can to make things easier on our team.
Why does it take a while for it to click, kind of, do you think?
Just because game speed, guys are going to guard you differently. Sometimes people double from the baseline, sometimes they'll double from the passer, and sometimes they'll assign. So I think just watching a lot of film, talking to our coaches a lot with where to be spaced. My dog, David Adelman, he does a really, really good job of just telling me where to be on the floor and kind of knowing what to do when we're put in those positions. So just shout out to my coaches and my teammates for trusting in me.
After that first dunk, it looked like you went down a little bit and you're jumping back, trying to get back there, and then you got the steal, and then you break out the windmill. Just how are you feeling? Like, are you okay? Just physically, it looked like you were a little slow to get up.
Yeah, I'm okay. It's getting to that point in the season where we're getting to the end of the season here, and there's knacks and bruises, and everybody's a little fatigued at this point, but that's no excuse. On that play, I was just thinking work smarter, not harder. I saw my teammates had it down on the other end, so I kind of sauntered up the court, and once I saw we had the ball, I got a little bit more energy again.
Take one more if we got it. Hey, are you watching college basketball, the NCAA tournament at all?
I watched a little bit of it, yeah.
I'm curious if it's hit you that you're younger than a lot of guys that are playing in that tournament right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. When me and Julian were actually watching some of the games, and I was just telling him it's crazy that I've been in the league for 3 years, and there are guys that were in college a year before me still in college, which is crazy, and isn't a knock to those guys. They wear their school's colors with pride, and they're going out there, they're playing for a whole university, so hats off to those guys. But it is crazy to look out there and be like, wow, that guy is older than me. A little bit more facial hair, a little bit more muscles and stuff like that. But I'm going to get there.
Lucas, do you have a quick one, Lucas? No, you're good? Cool. All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.